And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
And what was most impressive was that his decision-making and shot-taking was very disciplined and efficient. Really an excellent half.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense has given him, and he's not trying to do too much. I love the flow and rhythm he's playing with here.
They've got Curry. Chris came in out there with Garnett. Then it's Ellis, and it's McGrady in at the 3 slot. That's Randy Whitman's 5 as we get into the second half. Durant, the pass to Chamberlain. Count the bucket. Chamberlain got 9.
He's their go-to guy, and when he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Kaman kicks to Ellis. New York moving it around. Curry against Paul. Just 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. Paul with the block. But they get it back. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Dishes to Garnett. Pass to Durant. 16 feet away. And again, it's New York.
Might as well just take it into his own hands and make that big lead even bigger.
Good. McGrady's got 8 points. New York leading by 11. The drive by Paul into Wilt Chamberlain. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Ellis. New York shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
You know, the league seems pretty serious about creating more parity between the teams. A big sign of that was the last CBA, where the NBA more than tripled the amount of revenue sharing between the big market and the small market teams. The little guys, I think, are in a much better position now than they were a few years ago.
Paul dishes to Chamberlain. It'll go, and the New York lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Tracy McGrady.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Now here's Paul. It's Durant on the wing. McGrady covering. 6 on the shot clock. Durant, no good. And most NBA teams can turn a profit with the revenue sharing and still field a competitive team.
And I think that's really important, that you try to balance it out between the large market teams and the smaller market teams. Clearly, revenue creation is different when you're in a bigger market versus a smaller one. So with the tougher luxury tax and revenue sharing, the size of your market is a little bit mitigated. And so therefore, everybody has a better chance to be competitive.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first. Boozer, he's checked in for New York. Reed comes in for Chris Kaman. And then for New York, Mutombo is checked in for Chamberlain. Harden comes in for Bryant. And it's Payton in for Chris Paul. Puts up the baby hook. And Carlos Boozer gets the whistle that time. We've got 1:55 left to play in the third. It's stolen by McGrady.
He was just waiting for... Oh, look out, man!
Already shaken.
You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
Well, guys, look, I don't know what the score is. That's the play we're all going to remember from this game.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted. The aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
Yeah, that's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
For 3, Durant.
Well, I tell you what, that's fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. The key there was not to give him much space before he took that shot.
And that's the only way to stop him, Clark. The defender has to be all over him with a hand in his face.
Here's Payton. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
Boy, he's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting the ball to the rim.
Here's McGrady. Another shot. Boozer, no good. New York leading by 7. Durant with the wide open look. Knocks down the 3 ball. Durant's got 12.
But you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Out of bounds, New York takes possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
A different look for New York. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Mutombo. James comes in for Kevin Garnett. And it's Ellison for Kevin Durant. Kicks it to Payton. It's stolen by McGrady. Curry's shot is good.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Feeds it to Payton. He kicks to Harden. 3 seconds left. He takes it up and lays it in. Harden's got his first bucket in this one.
Nice pass. That one was right on target.
Now here's Payton. And New York looking at who they've got. Aldridge out there with LeBron James. Then it's Harden. Then it's Mutombo. And it's Payton in at the 1 spot.
Tell you what, they haven't exactly been shy about letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
You know, Steve, if you have the lead, you can afford to be a little comfortable with the 3-point shots. You just don't want to fall too much in love with it. Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here. Terrific defensive play to cut him off and square up.
And he took a shot. Excellent toughness to get in there and make a play. I love that kind of work.
Now, here is Harden. He dishes it to Mutombo. Here's James. Here's Aldridge. And again, it's New York.
Well, it's the edge they've had in that area on the glass that's played a big role in this game.
Yeah, they've got some strong guys, Steve. Guys that are strong and well put together, and they've used that strength to their advantage down low.
They'd love to get more of those, the easiest 2 points possible. And on a fierce finish.
Yeah, and that's exactly how they're going to cut into the lead, Kevin.
Yeah, that's why they've got to tighten up their D. And I'd be surprised if the defense allows any more free runs to the hoop like that.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Johnson kicks to McGrady. From the low block. And that one's good. McGrady's got 10 points here in the second half. New York calls timeout.
Well, he sees something that he doesn't like. I'm not sure what it is, but I think he's going to make some changes here.
I think you've got to make your adjustments pretty quickly like he's doing here. Otherwise, you know, things can get out of hand. So this is a good timeout.
So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Kevin Garnett, he's checked in for Mourning. Ginobili comes in for McGrady. Richardson, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And Steph Curry is subbed in for Magic Johnson. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, Greg Popovich was just going over the plan with his team. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
And Garnett with the basket on the assist by Curry. Curry's got 4 assists in the game.
Boy, he really used his height there.
He sure did, Steve. I mean, a nice touch on that shot.
Now here's Kobe. Paul, no one around him. And again, it's New York.
Well, there you go. If you're going to continue to give up open jump shots, you're not going to get back into this game.
That's good. New York leading by 15. He feeds it to Chamberlain. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Chamberlain got 13 points in the second half.
Blocking foul called on Chris Paul. That's his third personal foul. First team foul.
Ginobili, that's for 2.
He's killing them with his poor shooting. The defense is more than willing to give him those shots now.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far, Steve.
And even if it's only a modest advantage that they have in that category, it's still a significant factor. Hey, all game long, guys, he's been getting it done, really doing a nice job rebounding.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, they've had a major advantage on the glass, dominating that stack.
Well, what we saw here tonight is one team just had everything going for it, and the other didn't. Huge margin of victory for New York.
Clark, this was a physical game.
Yeah, but the awareness they had offensively to penetrate really was the difference.
New York, no good that time either.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
Tries to keep it alive. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
That was an awfully risky pass, guys. Lucky it didn't wind up as a steal.
Well, it nearly did wind up as a steal, but no harm done in the end. They hang on to possession.
Catching up on the changes for New York. McGrady comes in for Mono Ginobili. And it's Ellison for Jason Richardson.
First team foul.
Well, they're trying to extend this game, but this one's pretty much out of reach.
Yeah, at some point you've just got to concede and get ready for the next one. Stopping the clock now, I mean, is wasting everybody's time, me and yours included. We want to get out of here.
Chamberlain's checked in for New York. Here's McGrady. New York, no good that time either. Now here's Payton. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And Wilkins with the stuff.
This game's over, guys. I think we can say that with certainty.
Yeah, I agree with you there. We have officially reached garbage time.
Love against McGrady. And there's the pass to Wilkins. Out of bounds, New York takes possession.
New York ball.
Curry wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis.
Well, he hit that shot, Kevin, from the suburbs. What a shot.
How about that range? I mean, unlimited.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
And now for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for joining us tonight in our presentation of NBA on 2K Sports. Now our Jordan Player of the Game.